ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to deliver the closing address as the Limpopo Elective Conference comes to a close later today. So last night, delegates concluded with commissions and voting for additional members onto the Provincial Executive Committee. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo will be monitoring those proceedings for us throughout the course of the afternoon. Ngcobo, good afternoon to you. What to expect?
Good afternoon to you, Dudu. Well, we know that the President, as you've mentioned, will be delivering that closing address, but at 12 o'clock is when plenary resumes and the results of the additional members on the Provincial Executive are going to be announced, and someone who will be monitoring that closely is one Dr Gwen Ramokgopa. You're the coordinator in the Secretary General's office, and I guess, you know, what we've been hearing since the announcement of the results of the top 5 officials is that the conduct of the delegates of this conference is exemplary and something that other provinces should emulate.
Thank you very much, and good morning to Newzroom Afrika viewers. Yes, indeed, we are really encouraged and inspired by this calm, committed, dedicated and successful conference that is about to come to conclusion. Delegates, yes, there was contestation for leadership, but conferences are not only about that. They also managed to deal with policy discussions, very robust. Commissions are now also going to report back, and we will be getting the final results of the additional members from the Electoral Committee. So this conference has indeed emulated what the ANC represents. An advanced organization in terms of democratic processes, but also in terms of looking at its own vision, mission and values. So we really want to congratulate the province for this successful conference.
When you look, as the coordinator, of course, of the Secretary General's office, when you look at the state of the branches across the board, in particular with the outstanding conferences that are yet to take place, KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, Free State and the Northwest, I think, you know, you would agree with me that in some areas it's very difficult. It's either there are interim structures there or there is really, sometimes even a deadly contestation for positions. Going forward, how are you going to be managing this?
Our branches, in most cases, are very dedicated members of society who want to advance the historic mission of the ANC in ensuring that the lives of our people improve for the better. But we must acknowledge that we've also had elements that have other motives of being members of the ANC. And through the renewal program, we are beginning to put systems in place to protect the dedicated and loyal and disciplined members of the ANC. And that has reverberated throughout the country. And we have also put measures. For instance, now we are busy with disciplinary action against some of the members who manipulated branch processes. But fortunately, our system is auditable, so we were able to pick it up, and they are going through disciplinary action. So we are sending a very clear message that we will not tolerate irregularities, we will not tolerate processes outside the Constitution and our policies, because indeed we have to regain the confidence of society and bring back that ANC they know, they trust. But we are also infusing youthfulness, this being the month of young people, so that young people can also express themselves in a coordinated and organized and disciplined manner, because the ANC will best serve South Africans if the voices of the youth are also fully accommodated and optimally accommodated. Because us as parents also, we want the best for the country through our young people.
But, you know, if you look at the makeup of, you know, officials across the board, not just the top 5, you're not getting the youthfulness and even the commitment to the zebra approach. Whilst we're seeing it, you know, in some areas, in a lot of the regions, we're seeing a very male-dominated top structure. I mean, that's an indictment on the ANC. But also, I think just added to that, just talking about the fact that even though you're saying commissions are getting discussed and policy issues, what we've been seeing across the board is that it's largely been about the politics of personalities, something that has long been diagnosed by even previous Secretary Generals. What is it, practically speaking, that you're going to do to eliminate that kind of tendency and culture?
Kevin, we have established the renewal committee. And we were debating amongst ourselves whether this renewal committee must start working from December onwards. And the NEC, you know, all of us said, no, we need the renewal committee to start working now. So the NEC will be going on a retreat in a few days. And the renewal committee has been at work, hard at work. They already have recommendations. They've had a workshop yesterday. So we are putting in place those measures. And the issue of discipline, of zero tolerance to corruption, zero tolerance to other malfeasance, is the message is going across. And I think we are making progress from where I stand. But yes, there's still more to be done.